for supporting the Fable and Folly Network. Here's another show we know you'll love.
Hello, I'm Malik.
I'm Jamie.
And this is World Gone Wrong, where we discuss the unprecedented times we're living through.
Can your manager still schedule you for night shifts after that werewolf bit you?
My ex-boyfriend was replaced by an alien body snatcher, but I think I like him better now.
Who is this dude showing up in everyone's old pictures?
My friend says the sewer alligators are reading maps now.
When did the kudzu start making that humming sound?
We are just your normal millennial roommates processing our feelings about a chaotic world in front of some microphones.
World Gone Wrong, a new fiction podcast from Audacious Machine Creative, creators of Unwell, a Midwestern Gothic mystery. Learn more at audaciousmachinecreative.com.
Find World Gone Wrong in all the regular places you find podcasts.
I love you so much. I mean, you could, up the energy a little bit.
You could up the energy.
I actually don't take notes.
That was good.
I'm just kidding. You sounded great.
So did you.
This episode of Unwell is brought to you by The Amelia Project. Have you ever daydreamed about disappearing and starting over? What if there was a company that provided just that service? Welcome to the comedy fiction podcast, The Amelia Project, a show about a secret death-faking agency. In each episode, you'll hear a new client being interviewed and the dilemmas that bring them to the death-faking agency. They're in turn funny, thought-provoking, or downright surreal. It's just such a delightful premise. We think you'll really enjoy it. You can find The Amelia Project wherever you listen to podcasts, and stick around for a trailer for The Amelia Project at the end of this episode.
Hello, this is Michael Turrentine. I play Wes on Unwell, and if you're looking to spend more time in Mount Absalom, I hope you'll support us by becoming a member at audaciousmachinecreative.com. For $5 a month, members get an ad-free feed of not only Unwell, but also my other fantastic podcast, World Gone Wrong. You get extra content like annotated scripts, deleted scenes, and full tracks for the original music in the show. It's really fun, and it makes a huge impact on our ability to make more awesome podcasts like this. You can become a member at audaciousmachinecreative.com. Again, that's audaciousmachinecreative.com.
All right. Cup of coffee, pleasantly monotonous music, a relaxing read. It is Abbie time. I'm on to you, radiator pipes. I will not cede my relaxation to your pedestrian clangs. Same goes for you, radiator hiss. At this point, it's like you're not even trying. Lily? Hey, Lily?
What?
Where are your headphones?
What?
Your headphones. Where are they?
What? Hey, can I come in?
Enter.
I actually had something to ask you if you've got what is that book? The Eel Riot of 1886? Talk about good band names.
26 people died, Lily. And one eel.
Too soon?
Is that what you came here to?
No, sorry, no. Kind of an awkward question, but, how much are you paying for rent?
Wes does most of the books. Why not ask him?
I'm double checking.
What, do you think he's embezzling funds? Money laundering for an under-the-table lemonade stand?
This is genuinely not about him. Just, given the trouble with Chester, the whole brothel fine technicality thing...
Yes, Lily, I remember.
I'm trying to figure out if we'll be able to afford a lawyer. There's not much margin of error.
$475.
What?
$475 a month. That's what I pay.
Huh. That's...
A considerable surcharge on the base rate, I'm aware. I pay the cat fee.
But you don't have a cat. Do you?
No. But should one materialize in my life, I want to be in a position to welcome it. With food and drink and little saucers of cream.
You've never had a pet before, have you?
My sister is allergic.
I didn't know you had a sister. What's her name?
Gail.
Wait, your parents named you two Gail and Abigail?
We're twins.
That makes it worse.
I'm aware.
That's cool, though. I always wanted a twin when I was little. All the moving from dad to mom and back again. It would have been nice to have a companion, you know? So, did you do all the standard twin pranks? Make up a secret language, dress in each other's clothes?
I used to try to run twin studies on us.
Twin studies?
Fewer confounding influences. It's easier to isolate a variable. You know, kid stuff. Where are your headphones?
After Spoodle fired me, I threw them out the window.
Ah.
On the bright side, it was very therapeutic.
Any sense where they might be now?
My mom fished them out of the bushes, so no. How come you never mentioned having a twin?
Under what set of circumstances would that have been relevant?
Fair enough. Well, I've got to go stare at some spreadsheets.
Hey, before you go,
Yeah?
have you noticed radiator problems lately?
What kind?
None.
Have I noticed a lack of radiator problems? Not especially?
Right. Godspeed, Harper. This is just your standard issue apophenia. From this rope, now stretching across the canal, a live eel would be tied, the object of the game being to pull the eel off the rope. The slippery, thrashing creature proved a difficult quarry, of course, frequently sending the competitors toppling off their boats and into the dirty waters below, much to the delight of onlookers. By a decade later, this sport of pellingtrekken, or eel pulling, was widely seen as a form of animal cruelty.
Abbie, what are you doing?
Relaxing.
That's cool. Can I ask you a question?
What?
So, if I could just get your take on...
The shirt looks nicely period appropriate. People act like the Victorians lived in sepia tones, but as a group they actually tended towards the eye searing, as the original color scheme of the house suggests. But shouldn't you be wearing knee breeches?
That's not what I... Knee breeches? Aren't those for boys younger than 13?
How old are you?
I didn't come here to... 16, Abbie, geez.
Why are you dressed like it's the late 1800s?
I thought it'd add something to the tours. Can I...
Slim chances you're getting Dot into a bustle. Or Lily.
Look, can we talk about it some more? What happened in the woods? The birds? The wolves?
The birds that briefly sounded like wolves?
You said that idea was idiotic. Your exact words, Abbie.
Yes, well, then I started Googling birds. You know, there's a number of birds who are excellent mimics, and not just of other bird songs either. Several corvids can mimic human speech, including crows and ravens. Some of them can do dogs, too. I watched a couple of videos. It's upsetting.
Yeah, but hundreds of birds all at the same time?
Then what do you think happened?
I guess that brings us back to... I don't know.
Right. Hey, have you noticed anything funny with the radiators?
Funny ha-ha, or funny we need to call the company again?
I'd say more the latter.
Are you sure? I'll have to rejuggle the whole month's expenses to cover another repair person.
No, I'm not sure. It's nothing.
Okay.
Wait. Wes,
Yeah?
your sneakers aren't period.
Thanks, Abbie.
This is nothing. This is nothing at all. Schizophrenia doesn't even run in your family, and this is not how bipolar manifests. You have mild sleep deprivation plus stress, and all you need to do is unwind for an afternoon. Was widely seen as a form of animal cruelty, at least by the middle and upper classes of Amsterdam, whose more comfortable lifestyles did not perhaps require such an escape valve.
Abbie,
Yeah,
there's something you need to see.
of course. Come in, take off your coat, have a soda.
So I was trying to track all the expenses, and,
You're hemorrhaging money, aren't you?
well, that's not... How'd you know?
You're a dilapidated boarding house in perpetual need of repairs with 2 paying guests.
No. Well, yeah, actually. But that's not the only thing that's wrong.
What is?
The numbers didn't add up.
Are you accusing Wes of cooking the books? Mr. Boy Scout?
No. We should have about $800 less than we do, which is when I started going through the drawers, which is when I came across these.
Abbie, you won't believe what I just... You. How dare you?
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the parlor.
I don't know, Wes. How dare I what?
I found this on the kitchen table. Is this what I think it is? Lillian Henrietta Harper. Objective. Driven and dynamic worker with most of a BA, seeking to apply my unique problem-solving skills to a fast-paced and challenging work environment.
They all sound that cringy when you read them out loud.
Don't joke about this. It's a resume. You're leaving.
I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. I'm just exploring my options.
How are you going to explain this to your mother?
That's between me and my mom, Wes.
What's Dot supposed to do?
What do you mean? Her leg is getting better. The boot's coming off next week. She's so excited. I overheard her trying to start a rugby league for seniors. She won't need me underfoot anymore, if she ever did.
What about the boarding house? What about Chester?
I read the old statutes, and look, she doesn't need me. She needs a legal expert, which is what I'm trying to do.
She needs support. She needs her daughter.
I'll call. I'll email.
The screen hurts her eyes and she won't admit it.
Then I'll call. Everyone knew I was only going to stay for 8 weeks. I have to get back to my life.
Liar.
What?
I've seen your resume. You've had 15 jobs in the past 5 years. Working at an alpaca farm, working at an M&M store. It's not like you're following some kind of grand dream. You're just scraping by with whatever you can get.
Maybe my lifestyle doesn't meet the lofty standards of a high school junior, but I don't get why I have to keep sacrificing for someone who doesn't even want me here.
She loves you. You should see the scrapbook she has of you. From all your visits here, she saved everything.
Of course she did. She's a pack
You're
rat.
not listening. You're not even leaving for anything. You're just leaving her.
Well, maybe it runs in the family.
Is that what this is? Some messed up revenge plot? You could have chosen to stay with her and you didn't.
What? I could have moved away from my friends and my school and everyone I knew to follow her out here so we could do who knows what in Mount fucking Absalom? I was in 3rd grade.
You blamed her for what happened, and that's natural for a child, but you grew up. And you're still so convinced it had to be all her fault.
Who else was there? Dad's not perfect, but he never did anything to make her uproot her whole life, our whole lives, to run off to the middle of nowhere in this stupid, creepy old house. So who does that leave, huh?
It's more complicated than that. Have you even tried to talk to her?
That's another thing. How do you know how complicated it was? Did she sit you down and tell you the whole fucking complicated story? Hell, maybe she did. Maybe she's told the entire town why she ended up here. And here I am, old enough to hear whatever kind of explanation she might have to tell me to justify this, just hanging around this broken down old wreck of a boarding house, and all she wants to do is iron the sheets and tuck point the chimney and play boggle. Maybe she loved the idea of having a daughter, but the reality was too complicated. It's easier to save old photos and ticket stubs than it is to stay in someone's life.
You chose not to come back. How many years has it been?
She knew where to find me.
Did she? Montpelier? Bismarck? Phoenix? Iowa City?
I left a forwarding address.
Did you?
When I remembered.
You are such a child.
Really, Wes? God,
What, Lily? What am I?
You're not her kid.
Yeah, well, you are, so act like it. You didn't get what you wanted from her, and that's not easy. It's not, but what is she supposed to do about it now? Whatever it is you're missing, it's time to make peace with the fact that she will never be able to make it right. You came here for her. This can't be about you right now, even if that's not fair. That's what growing up means. You're the adult. Be the adult. She needs help. She needs sympathy. Daddy isn't doing well.
And what do you need?
What's that supposed to mean?
I found these in my mom's desk. Do you know what these are? Maybe you don't, since they're all unopened. It's paychecks, Wes. It's every paycheck she's ever written you the entire time you've been working here. What the hell, Wes?
The house needs so many repairs. It's not doing well, and I don't have any expenses. I mean, I'm a teenager, so it's okay. I need the house to be okay. I need it to be.
Wes.
It has to be.
That's really all this is?
What else would it be? I love this place.
Wes, you can't keep it going forever, and no offense, but a couple $100 you don't claim isn't going to make a difference. Come on, take your checks.
No.
Do your parents know you've been working here for free?
They think work builds character.
You'll need to report it on your taxes.
I know. I don't care.
What's your social security number?
My what?
I need it to fill out your W-9. Mom's files are a mess.
Do you know your social security number? Right off the top of your head.
Yes.
What, is it an old person thing?
Bring it tomorrow. You know your address, right? I need that for your W-9 too.
My address.
Yeah. Wes, do you have an address?
I have an address, Lily.
Okay. What is it?
I have an address. I live Somewhere. I have a home where I live, and that means I have an address.
Wes, do you want me to call someone?
What's my address? What is it?
Wes, what the hell is going on?
Oak. I have a house on Oak Street. There's a pile of shoes by the door that my dad is always tripping over, but half of them are his. There's a kitchen in the front with green and white tiles and a stain on the ceiling that looks like a cat or a bird if you tilt your head the right way. There's a living room. It's got a big soft sofa and an ugly armchair my parents won't get rid of because they've had it since they met. There's a dining room which we never use because we always eat in the kitchen. There's a staircase and when nobody's around I try to take the steps 3 at a time. I used to run my toy cars down the banister. There's 2 bathrooms, my room and an office in my parents' room, but I don't really go in there. I have a house at 1974 East Oak Street.
Wes, what the fuck?
Huh?
Did everything just...
Did everything what? Look, I'm not taking those checks. If you need my address for tax reasons or whatever, it's at 1974 East Oak Street.
Wes, there's nothing on Oak Street.
Yes, there is.
It's a bunch of abandoned lots. Me and Joey got in trouble one time for playing in the remains of a basement.
That's why my parents got the land cheap. What, do you not believe me? Go there. Go to 1974 East Oak Street. There's a house there with a kitchen and a living room and a dining room nobody uses. Go see it, Lily. Go see my house.
I need to go.
I have a house at 1974 East Oak Street. I've lived there for most of my life. Lily?
Forgot my book.
Eel riots. Really?
Eel riot. Singular. Are you okay?
I need to be getting home.
You look clammy. Go down and have some juice first. Get your blood sugar up.
All right. I won't need it for long anyway. My mom's about to start making dinner in the kitchen.
Okay. Go do that.
We have a dining room, you know, but we never eat there. So why do we even have it?
Wes, did the radiator just make a lot of noise?
Maybe you should have some juice too, Abbie.
In a bit.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. What? Can you please be a little more specific? The slippery, thrashing creature proved a difficult quarry, of course, frequently sending the competitors toppling off their boats and into the dirty waters below. You already read that, Douglas. Lily! Hey, Lily!
Abbie, what's...
A few seconds ago, did you hear the radiator go absolutely haywire?
Yeah.
Harper, is it just me, or is it starting to feel almost like there is something weird going on in this house?
This episode features
Clarisa Cherie Rios as Lily.
Kathleen Hoil as Abbie.
Michael Turrentine as Wes.
Written by Jessica Best.
Sound design by Hannah Foerschler.
Directed by Jeffrey Nils Gardner.
Music composed by Stephen Poon.
Recording engineer, Mel Ruder.
Unwell lead sound designer, Ryan Schile.
Executive producers Eleanor, Hyde, and Jeffrey Nils Gardner.
By HartLife NFP. HartLife wishes to acknowledge that the land where we live, work, and tell our stories is occupied land.
Unwell takes place in southern Ohio, which is the territory of the Miami people. Unwell is produced in Chicago, Illinois, which is the territory of the Peoria, the Potawatomi, and the Miami peoples. And a special thanks to our supporting producers, Caitlin White, Bill Gardner, Steve Diamond, James Battle, and Anton S.
Paranormal psychic investigator Dr. Conrad Cartwright, Ph.D., stayed in the Fenwood house on October 17th, 1973. According to the guest book, he had a very productive stay. Ooh.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
Congratulations. You've reached the Amelia Project. A new life awaits. If you're not serious about this, hang up. If you continue, there's no way back. Leave your message after the beep.
Enter the offices of the Amelia Project and be ready for surprises, twists and turns. Follow the Amelia team as they help their clients fake their deaths and come back with new identities. Each episode is different. Each client coming to the death-faking agency has a unique story to tell. If death and disappearances, comedy and crime, mystery and magic sounds like your cup of cocoa, The Amelia Project is the podcast for you. Search for The Amelia Project wherever you find your podcasts. And remember, leave your message after the beep.